Brooke. I hope you're having a great day. I am here because I'm playing with a prompt. I don't do that a lot. I was playing in my journal. This is the journal we made together. Love it. Still loving it. And my friend Allison at AJ's Inspired Life and Melissa at Messy Missy Creates decided to come up with a little prompt challenge. And it's very mild. It's not every day. It's once a week during the month of February. And they are hoping, when their schedules allow, to be able to do it in different months as well. But for this month, the hashtag is inspired to create _February 23. And their idea is kind of like an anagram. So the prompt for the first week, this is number 1, the prompt was love. And you could do it. There really aren't any rules. You could do it any way you wanted to. You could just use the word love, or you could use it like an anagram. So that's what I'm going to do. And I had to do it in advance because I don't think on my feet that well anymore. So my words, my prompts are: L is going to be layers, O is going to be oblong, V is going to be vintage, and E is going to be edging, because I thought I would do a fabric flip for my journal. I will link both Melissa and Allison down below in the description box. Go check them out. Their first pages came out beautifully. So awesome. So I will link that stuff. Pardon me. So I was working away, and no, I'm not current in my journal, but you know, I'm getting there. And on Sunday the 5th, I had some journaling to do that I didn't necessarily want out there for the whole world to look at. So I thought I would make a flip. And then I thought, oh, I could do my inspired to create prompt, making my flip. So let's do that. That seemed reasonable, right? So I have, Monday, I had this little piece of magazine that says Rise and Shine, because Nam and I had to get up and out of the house really early. So I thought I would kind of coordinate the blue and yellow for my fabric flip. And I'll move this out of the way. Sorry about my scoochy drop paper. It's jelly plating fun, you see. Okay, so these are the things I pulled out. Some gingham. This is an upholstery sample. Some more gingham, because I do love some gingham. This is some beautiful cotton fabric that was sent to me in a happy mail from a good friend. Some very old quilting fabric that I had in my stash. A little bit of a hanky with this gold trim on it. And then this is a piece of a very vintage tablecloth. And I think this is going to be my base. I just think it's so beautiful with this lace insert and all the embroidery on it. A lot of it will be covered until, you know, the layers of the flap get lifted, but that's okay. And then for some embellishments, I pulled out, I didn't get terribly far with that, but I pulled out, this was a piece of a vintage tablecloth. It was all put together, and I cut out the blue and green part. I'll save this because that'll be great for a little slow stitch embellishment. So I have that, and then I think this might be the last piece of the wedding dress that we murdered and painted, and I kind of like those colors. Not sure about the pearls being kind of sticky outy, but we'll see. And then I just have my little needle book here. All right, so let's see what we certainly, well, I can't say certainly. We probably won't use all of those things, but let's just see. So what I'm going to do is, this is my page. I'm going to figure out our base. Can you guys see that? Ooh, sorry about that. I did a lovely job cutting the bottom, huh? And I think I want the lace inset towards the bottom and the embroidery up here. I'm pondering. Hopefully not putting my big old head in there. Is that the right width? I think. Let me turn it this way just to check. I think I'm okay with that width. Let's see what we can do about, I don't want the bottom, it doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but that's a little crazy, even for me. And because this is so heavily embroidered, it's a little hard to tear. So let's just do that, and then decide. I think I want it to be just about the full length of the page. Wow, we're getting some shedding already. I do think I want that, so it's going to be right about, let's see how I can do this. Let's just mark it, the old famous marking it with your thumb. So it's going to be right about there. Give it a shot on the tearing. I had some trouble with it before. Oh, made a liar out of me. Cool. That was handy. Trim off some of these threads. Okay, we've got another, look at this beautiful fabric. So that's another great scrap. And I'll move this out of the way now. Double check the size first, I guess. Oh, yes, that is just delightful. Perfect. So we'll move the journal because we know that our base piece will fit where we want it to go. And then we just have to layer up some fabrics. So, luckily these are all pretty thin. Do we like the hanky? Not sure. It's a little gold, like the flowers are a little gold. I like the sheerness of it though. We could do some of this. And so these are the layers for my love anagram. I am layering up this fabric. Let me put that hashtag back up. That way we can refer to it, because you know I'll forget something for sure. There we go. Okay, so this is our layers. Our base piece is our oblong. Our base piece can also be V for vintage, because this is a very vintage tablecloth. Is this cheating? I'm not using paper. Allison, Melissa, if I'm cheating, go ahead, put me in timeout. Do something like that. I guess this needs to go up further. Do we like that? Do we want it to be in here? I guess is the big question. What about some of this? Love gingham. And I'm not worried about this getting, pardon me, real bulky, because you can just, well, it's a flip. You can flip it up out of the journal when you're writing. To be shorter than that. Just seeing how it would look were it shorter. Decisions. What if we did this one? All these threads are making me crazy. My hands are so dry, they're catching. What if we did this way? And then we could do this. I'm muttering to myself, sorry. It's how I think. So maybe I don't like that green as much. I thought I did, but I'm thinking maybe not. Maybe the yellow gingham. Let's try that. Get this out of the way. Well, while we're over here, let's just grab our coffee and have a nice sip. Yummy. Okay, let's try the yellow gingham and see if we like that. This is a bigger piece. That's lots of layers. We could finish it off with this. Lots of oblongs, lots of layers. Kind of like it. I'd like to have some more blue in there. I don't think I'm liking the style of that as much. I do think I like that, however. Glad I cut that out in advance. Oh, I really like that with this. Maybe I don't care for the handkerchief. I wanted to care for it. I wanted it to be in there, but I don't know. It's not working for me. So that's pretty simple, but it could be really pretty. And then for edging, I'm still admiring this, deciding if it's what we want to do. For edging, I pulled out some of these old beaded fringes. I don't know if you know this about me, but I have a weird addiction to these. I've got a ton of old ones from back in my altered book days. Isn't that one pretty? So I pulled out that one. I think this one is a little too vivid and a little too turquoise. Yep, that one's going to be out of the running. And then I pulled out this one. Sorry for the crinkly. It's a new one. How exciting. Oh, you know what? Huh. It is the same as this one. I guess I liked it because I bought more. All right then. Well, I guess that makes the edging decision for us, doesn't it? This is actually bluer than it is looking on camera. I think it's going to be pretty. That's funny. And it will hang out of the bottom of my journal. And that is A-okay with me. I love stuff poking out of the journal. I'll put that away when I'm not crinkling in your ear. So I guess this is the trim. Pull that off. And that will just go across the bottom. Scoot this up so you can see. Which is the right side. I don't know if this is the right side, but I like the way the stitching looks. So that'll just go down like that. And it does look really white on camera, but there's some darker, these are pale blue, and there's some darker blue beads mixed in. I like it. Well, okay then, let's just move this. Try, if I keep moving it around, hopefully you guys can catch a glimpse once in a while. There we go. All right, so let's start cutting and pinning. I think what I'm going to do is, actually I know what I'm going to do is do this as one video for the hashtag Inspired to Create, and then I think I will come back with a second video and do some slow stitching on this, because I know some people really enjoy that, and some people it makes them throw up in their mouth a little bit. Not speaking to anyone directly, Johnny. But yeah, so I think I will do that as a separate video, and that way you don't have to watch, well, you don't have to watch any of it if you don't want to, but that way you can watch them separately. So I like that. Got some more scrap there. And then, is this off? Are the proportions off? I kind of want to put the trim there, but that's going to be, I mean, again, it can flip up out of the journal, but you know what? I think maybe I am going to cut this shorter. Sadness. Let's just do it. Oh boy. That's going to take a little repair right there, I think. Very delicate. This was somebody's good Christmas tablecloth, I think, or Thanksgiving tablecloth, because it's awfully beautiful. So there's that. I got everything all tangled up. Come back down here, you. And then we decided on the gingham next. And I really like the torn edges. I like how they're fuzzy and everything. That makes me happy. So here's this one. This feels like it has a little bit of a polyester content. It's kind of weird feeling. Straighten those torn edges out. Pretty happy with how the depths worked out. We're going to shorten this one a little bit, and I'm going to take it off this top edge because I like the pinked edge on this. I don't know when I used pinking shears on it, but I like it. So let's keep it. That'll be our top bit there. Still want to see some more blue, I feel like. What if we did this? What if we turned it around? There's some more blue down on those edges. Oh, that might do it. We're getting a little more blue down there. Put our pinked edge down. And then, do I want to cover 2 layers with our flower or just 1? We could cut it out. If we cut it out there. Oh, that'll work. So look, we'll just, whoops. Yeah, I think I just finished 0 sentences. I'm just going to cut around here, and we're going to cut off the bottom part so it'll all fit. But we're not losing any blue. Well, a little bit, but not much. This is a very, very starched tablecloth from back in the day. I bought a lot of linens quite some time ago that had been starched to within an inch of their life. You could have cut bread with these linens. They were starched so well. Oh, look at that, you guys. You know what? It is very simple, but I like it very much. Let's pull the journal over and see what we think. Oh, you know what? Let's pin it first so I don't mess it up again. That'll make more sense, won't it? All right. Just a couple pins will do. I will post a picture when it's all done and slow stitched and everything, because looking at slow stitching is often more pleasurable than watching someone do it, I think. Well, that's not even true. I love watching people do it, but then I like to slow stitch. All right, so that'll hold that. Oop. Here's the journal. And that's going to go on the... Oh, cool. So we can still see some of the typewriting, but it gives me lots of space up under here to do some journaling that I don't necessarily want to broadcast. I am quite pleased with that. It actually might be down like that because I like to put my dates up here. I really like that. And see how well it coordinates with our rise and shine? Yes! Okay, I'm pleased with that. So, let's move that aside again. And I think we can... Do we want to... I might not want to put the edging on yet. I might want to wait until I have it stitched. Because I am going to end up getting all tangled up in there. But what we can do is lay it down right there. You guys can get the effect. That is what I'm going to use. But as I said, I think I don't want to do it until after I do my stitching, because it's going to get all tangled up and crazy. But I think that's going to look great. Probably do some beads, do all different kinds of threads and stitches. Yep, I'm quite pleased. Let's go back and check. We have our layers. That's L. Let me see. We have our oblong. That, well, actually, I guess technically they're all oblongs. That's our O. V is vintage, which is this piece and this piece and this piece. Oh, and this piece. And then we have our edging. That's E. L-O-V-E. Fun. I'm really pleased with how this is coming out. It was a super fun prompt. Thanks so much, Melissa, for inviting me, and Allison for sharing your smart brains. And I'll see you guys again real soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye.